Okay, so these are two different types of pen brushes. This one right here is your plastic pen brush, and it also has a special little remover thing right here that helps you remove hair buildup from the brush. This brush you would use for more of your shedding type breeds. It's really not going to do very much or get very much hair out. This brush is the metal pen brush. This is going to do a lot more fluffing out of fluffier breeds. It's going to grab a lot more hair that is shedding, and it's going to get a lot more tangles out. Now this one is actually a slicker brush, even though it does kind of look like a pen brush. I guess you could call it a slicker pen brush mix. But it has little bits of wire here. If I can get my phone to focus. Little tiny bits of wire here, and then it has little balls on top. Now with slicker brushes, a lot of the problems that some people have is if they use it too hard, you can scratch the dog skin. So they put, this is actually for little puppies, it's called Lil Pals. So they put these little balls to help keep from scratching the skin of the dog. With these brushes, these are all different types of the slicker brushes. You can get them in different like coarseness, I guess you would call it. These are all pretty much similar, the same coarseness. What these are going to do is these are going to get a lot of undercoat out. These are going to get tangles out really well, and they're going to get down to the skin. They're going to help you get down to the skin of the dog to help get those tangles out. Now these are the combs. This is just a regular metal tooth comb with varying coarseness. So what you have is you have really fine right here. So this is going to get your hair more fluffy. It's going to get smaller tangles out, and then this right here is a lot coarser. So it's going to do more shaping and stuff like that. And this is just basically the same thing, except for in a smaller version, and it's double-sided. Now this right here is what you don't want to use. This is a human comb from Sally Beauty Supply, as you can see, and it is not going to do anything. What it's going to do is it's just going to flatten your hair. It's going to maybe get a few upper guard hairs or something, but that's all it do. That's all it will do. Mostly what I have it for is I have it for the rat tail right here. This is called a rat tail comb, by the way. But I have it for this because it's really good at parting, doing parts and stuff when you're like putting up top nuts and stuff like that. And this is just basically the same thing that this one is, or even this one, just different style. Just like I said, fine, coarse. And then up here we get to our de-shedding. Let me put this up really quick. We get to our de-shedding products. Right here, this is called a Furminator. This is going to help you get out like undercoat, like with your Huskies or your German Shepherds. Just have two different sizes here. I personally like using the smaller sizes because it's easier to get in different angles and nooks and crannies of larger dogs, but then it still works for smaller dogs. And they work amazing. If you have a dog that sheds a lot, I would definitely recommend investing in one of these brushes. Like I said, they are called Furminators. You can find them pretty much anywhere. You don't have to go to the Furminator website. They are expensive though. And these are actually the older versions of the Furminators. Now the Furminators they come in long coat and short coat, and then they have a button right here that you push that gets rid of the hair that gets stuck in the little teeth. And you also want to be very careful when you use the Furminators because you can easily cut or brush burn your dog with them because they are sharp, if you can see. They kind of look like a blade would. Right here we have an undercoat rake. This is a very simple version of an undercoat rake. This is going to get big tufts of hair out. And then right here we have, I don't even know what these are called. I call them like horseshoe brushes, but this will get like your upper coat type stuff. It'll get that out. And then this is your Furminator. I would definitely, I'm sorry, not Furminator. This is your Zoom Groom. If you have a furry dog like a chow or anything like that, I would definitely invest in one of these. This is also going to help get all that undercoat out and get all that hair that just likes to stick in there out. What it does is it's kind of like, I don't want to say sticky, but it's rubber. It's rubber, so the hair likes to stick to the rubber, and then these little prongs you just go in like circular motions, and these prongs really get into down to the skin and get all that fur out. So that's your brushes, and brushing is what the very, very first thing that you want to start with. You don't want to bathe your dog first. You want to brush it first, because if your dog has any types of snarls or tangles or fur, like tufts of fur that are sticking together, it's going to mat. It's going to tighten. When you get it wet, it's going to tighten and it's going to mat. So you want to brush your dog out thoroughly first. And in my next video, I will go on to shampoos.